most organizations, certainly most markets, people are specialized so that they become idiot savants. They're very good at what they do, but they tend not to be aware of the implications of what they do for other areas of the firm or other markets. Sometimes they don't want to know because they could lose their job. Anyway, holes develop in the communication among people. In an office, you could have the HR director not understanding what the R&D person understands. That's a structural hole. It's a hole between two people who are specialized in different areas. A person could add tremendous value by linking across that gap. And that's why network brokers end up being these incredibly valuable people in an organization. About half the variance in the explained variance in manager performance is traced to your access to the structural holes in your firm and in the general market. Where do reputations come from and can they be controlled is a terrific question. And the news that travels depends on the people discussing it. And people pick up bits of other people to discuss because they're interesting to share. We call this gossip. It's a lot like grooming among monkeys, and it's the way that humans build networks. I've seen a lot of very able people get overlooked because they're not interesting, and I've seen a lot of pedestrian people promoted to senior rank because they're interesting. McKinsey has this lovely saying, be bright, be brief, be gone. And because nobody's pretty on close inspection. But if you go in and do great work and then go away, stories about you exaggerate what you're like. There was a piece in the New York Times a few years ago about a man who died at his desk. He was 51. He died at his desk. He was dead for 5 days before anyone noticed. He was doing terrific work, but he was boring, so no one talked about him. So he had no reputation. The reputations that persist are reputations in which 5 or more people talk about you. And if no one talks to anyone else about you, you're the guy who's dead at the desk.